Alright, so does anybody remember Todoroki back in the day? Like, I'm talking like the pure, cold-hearted child that was just a monster. Like, this kid was on some Sasuke shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was just angry at the world, and like, if you looked at him wrong or just said hi to him, he would just give you like this mean mug stare. Like, I'm talking about the kid that cleared every single test that the instructors gave him. Like, guys, Todoroki was him. Like, guys, I promise you, this man could have easily soloed like a third of the My Hero universe with just his ice, because he was a straight menace with it. He would step in a building, freeze the entire building. The big monster, when they showed up during like the, the entrance exams, man just swiped his hand. Like, y'all, Todoroki was so raw. Like, take me back to the day when he was just throwing glaciers at niggas, bro, because he just did not care. He didn't want to deal with the bull. And then he learned fire. Like, that changed the whole game. Now you got this kid with 2 elements. Like, guys, Todoroki used to be my favorite character, man. So like, seeing him how he was then and seeing him now, they did this man so dirty. Like, when he failed his driver's test or whatever to get his license, like, once he didn't get his license, his hero license, they completely nerfed him. This man turned into Vision from Marvel. He just became a model. Like, he was just there for support, but not to get it done. I don't know how to describe it. And I just finished watching this new season, season 6, with this whole war arc or whatever that's going on with them versus Shigaraki. And don't get me wrong, this season was lit. Like, I was actually excited to see every single episode of this season. But it wasn't until the fighting's over, or at least I'm assuming it's over, I sat back and reflected on the whole war and the whole battle and, like, everything I just watched and digested, that I realized that they didn't use Todoroki at all. Like, they barely used him. So I'm just gonna do a quick rant about how I feel about Todoroki in the war, his participation in the war. And obviously, spoiler alert, I'm gonna be talking about the season. So if you haven't caught up with the season or you don't wanna be spoiled by anything, back out the video, come back when you're caught up. And again, this is gonna be a rant. Like, I might not string everything together, but trust me, you'll follow. You'll be able to follow. You'll be fine. But this damn war, right? So I'm not no general, I'm not like a war tactician that knows how to place individuals where they need to be, right? However, I can assume that if you're gonna be having a war with people, you're gonna want some strong men in the front, which is pretty much what they did, When they raided the headquarters of the villains or whatever, they had a bunch of strong heroes in the front. And they even had the lightning dude up there with them, which makes sense because he is lightning. He is an element. He has a powerful quirk that can do some damage to the enemy. Now imagine this, right? What if I told you there was a kid in the exact same class that didn't have not 1, but 2 elemental quirks? And again, guys, it's elemental. It's not like he has just 2 random quirks. Like, I don't know, he's very good at hearing and he can levitate. Like, no, guys, these are powerful quirks. Like, yo, you put that man up there, he'll drop like 10, 15, 90, 60, 100 bodies. But no, don't put him up there. We don't want him to get hurt, right? So we're gonna put him in the back, okay? And then when shit gets serious, we're gonna take him even further back. Like, y'all, this man with 2 quirks, this man that, no offense, but Endeavor literally specifically chose his wife to make him. I mean, which kind of didn't make sense to me. Like, why would you choose a girl who has ice as your wife? If you wanted somebody with more fire, you would think you'd find another fire kind of quirk or whatever, but I don't know. But this man put in the work, took notes, and created this kid, this ultimate being, and y'all put him in the back to evac some kids. But it's okay, because we need him at a specific spot for the plot because, of the whole Dabi situation. So we needed him at a different site. Okay, fine. I'll let him have it. So during the fight with Shigaraki, he was only using half his power, right? He was using that crazy strong power he got when he was being genetically like mutated or whatever it is. And he has his regular decaying quirk. Now he was only using half his strength because he was being restricted by none other than Iizawa, which 100% go MVP of this whole situation. Like, if he wasn't there, they would have gotten clapped. So the reason why they're able to even stand a chance is because that man is there. So he's somebody you need to protect. Todoroki would have been a perfect fit for that. Like, while one person's keeping him up, the other dude's, keeping his eyes moisturized, that way, he could keep his eyes open and stuff. Todoroki should have been there. He would have been a perfect spot. And guess what? When all the heroes couldn't stop Shigaraki from, throwing that dart or whatever, what could have stopped or at least slowed down that dart? Ice! He could have done this little flash ice, stop the dart or whatever. And y'all, it would have, who knows? He could have kept his leg. That's all I'm saying. He could have kept his leg and he could have been in the game a little bit longer. But granted, right, he did show up and save him, W for that. But like, I feel like the only reason why they even put him in there, because I guarantee you he was not supposed to be there. But the only reason why they put him in there was for a wow factor. When Dabi was doing his little dancey dance or whatever and revealed the truth, they needed to see a shock face. They needed him to be like, oh my God, you're who? Nani? What? You know what I'm saying? Like, they just needed him for a reaction. Because when he was fighting Dobby, he was getting handled. Now, granted, right, I'm not saying that he should be stronger than Dobby, right? Like, again, I'm not trying to tip the scales like that, you know? But I feel like it should have been a better fight, bro. This man used to legit be a monster with one quirk. He should at least be where Lemillion was when he was fighting Overhaul. Like, Lemillion was going dummy even without his quirk against Overhaul. And Todoroki needs that same hype. Right now, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. But alright, that's the end of my rant. I just had to say it, bro. Like, I'm not satisfied with the way they're using Todoroki. And I hope that the next seasons, they're gonna, you know, put more emphasis, put some more respect on my man's name. Let me know if y'all agree with me. Maybe this is an L take, you know what I'm saying? Let me know if I'm making sense. And you know what? Am I making sense to you guys, okay? Like, let me know if y'all feeling me on that. And I'm gonna leave it off at that, and stay weaving.